Good morning friends, welcome to another vlog of the Bali series. Today is my last day here in Bali, having breakfast at my hotel, Ramada and Core. This is called Dadar Gulung. It's a traditional Indonesian pancake made of grated coconut eggs and sweet coconut milk. Today is April 6th, 2024 and we are heading back to India today via Singapore. This is the breakfast area of the hotel. Pretty pleasant ambience here at Ramada and Core by Wyndham. We had a overall pleasant stay here for 4 nights. There are some promotions happening as well here. So time to check out of the room and heading to the Denpasar airport. Just booked Grab taxi to the Denpasar airport, which is about 10 kilometers from the hotel. The flight to Singapore is around 12 noon. So arriving at the airport at around 10 a.m. in the morning, which is about 3 hours before the departure time. We are taking Singapore Airlines today. This is the Bali International Airport, which is pretty good and spacious. Just look at the architecture. It's pretty nice. These are the check-in counters. There are some shops as well. This is a pretty unique Balinese architecture which they have carved out. These are the duty-free shops that we get once you cross the immigration. I'm just trying to find my way to the lounge area. There are a couple of lounges at the Bali airport. I think we have to go level up and just arrived here. I'm using my priority pass card for free access to the lounge. There are a plethora of items to choose from. Variety of dishes. Rice, pasta, etc. These are the seating areas and some pastries over here, donuts and cornflakes too. So I just took this light meal. There are some mocktails to choose from and tea and coffee, of course. Savored this cappuccino, which was pretty delicious, and later had this Fanta. The airport is pretty huge with a lot of eating options and shopping too. As you can see, there are international brands as well, like Lacoste, Calvin Klein. And you have to walk considerably to your respective gates. There is a Wolfgang Puck kitchen plus bar as well. This is the outlet. So heading to the boarding gate now, and that's our Singapore Airlines Boeing 787 Dreamliner to Singapore. It's a 787-9. The flight time will be around 2.5 hours, so it's a relatively short flight to Singapore from Bali. We have about 4.5 hour layover in Singapore before our next connecting flight to Bengaluru. So it's about boarding time now. That is Batik Air flight. This is Garuda International to Jakarta. This is our flight, Singapore Airlines. I'm taking the economy class today. So you have the entertainment system and pretty decent leg space. It's not very spacious but adequate. This is the tray table, folds like this and unfolds. This is the USB charger for your phone. It's not USB-C though. And here is the pillow. And they have provided blanket as well. The hot towel for freshening up. There are a plethora of options for entertainment like movies, and we've chosen the Asian vegetarian meal today. Some parathas and some biryani kind of rice, chocolate pastry along with some veggies. It's a coconut based curry which they have given, mixed veg curry with grated coconut and some yogurt, plain yogurt. This is the flight map. It's a live map showing our path from Bali to Singapore. The ambience of the flight is pretty pleasing, and at the moment just crossing the Java Sea and approaching Singapore Changi. Time to deboard the plane. Overall a pleasant flight so far. The flight landed at Terminal 2 and I think we have to cross over to Terminal 3 now to take our next connecting flight to Bengaluru. Before that we'll spend some time and look around because Changi has a lot of attractions. And Changi airport itself is one of the tourist spots. This is one of the gardens here in Terminal 2. Looks like a cactus garden though. You can hear the chirping of the birds. So as you are aware, Singapore Changi Airport has been awarded the best airport in the world. This is the free Singapore tour counter where you can take a free 2-hour tour of Singapore if your layover time is more than 8 hours. And we have to now catch a sky train to go to Terminal 3. It's a free train for all the passengers, so you can avail of this if you want to go from T2 to T3. The sky train is just arriving. It's an automated train, driverless. The frequency should be, I think, around 5 minutes or so. Once in 5 minutes. This is the sky train. takes about 4 to 5 minutes to reach T3 from T2, and on the way you can get a glimpse of the outside area of the Changi airport as well as the road leading to the airport, and finally arrived at the Terminal 3. Again you will find a plethora of shops and international brands as well as luxury brands like Gucci, Prada and Tiffany and Company. Just arrived at the Butterfly Garden. It is situated one level up in T3. It's a free entry, so anybody can visit. You can hear the gush of the waterfall as well, gushing sound actually. And these are the butterflies, different species of butterflies as well, and there are varieties of flowers too. This is a mini waterfall which they have designed. These are different varieties of flowers as well. Pretty soothing to see, and the gushing sound of the waterfall makes you feel more relaxed. Next to the Butterfly Garden is the movie theatre, where there is continuous screening of movies 24/7. So next to the movie theatre is this Ambassador Lounge, where I am utilizing my priority pass card again to avail of the lounge service. So there are delectable cuisines too over here. The spacing is not that comfortable, but it's fine. So there are some Indian dishes too, like Indian curries. These are some rolls and some non-vegetarian dishes. So I'm tasting the laksa noodle now, seafood laksa noodle. Laksa is one of the traditional Singapore dishes, and it's a must-have over here in Singapore. This is the seafood laksa noodle that I am tasting, and it's very delicious. It's actually made of coconut gravy, looks like, and you have the Butterfly Garden view too here, and it has eggs too, and this is the noodle. This is some kind of a sweet ball. It's a sweet dish actually. Not able to recollect the name of this dish, but it was yum. This is the washroom inside the Ambassador Lounge, which is very well maintained. You can also have a shower. Time for some last minute shopping. This is the Discover Singapore shop, where you can buy souvenirs, and this is the Ambassador Transit Lounge that I visited. That's the Louis Vuitton store. It's a mega store, looks like. So came over to the boarding gate now. Still an hour left for the departure. Our flight boarding is from A1 gate. Time for boarding. That's our Singapore Airlines Boeing 7879 Dreamliner again to Bengaluru. This is the business class. And, this is our seat. It's the same as in the previous flight, the same leg space, and they have given the hot towel as well. It's the same in-flight entertainment system, and you will find the same set of movies at any given point of time, looks like, in any flight. Got a set of headphones as well. This is for us to carry. And here is the Asian vegetarian meal that I opted for. You have some beans and carrot poriyal, rice, some curry, and then plain paratha. This is the corn salad, some papad. This is it looks like a bhindi curry and vegetable poriyal along with yogurt and some chai. And after the meal is the classic coconut ice cream for dessert, which was pretty yummy. It's a vanilla flavor. This is the live flight map as we approach Bengaluru after a 4-hour flight nearly. The arrival time is around 9:45 p.m. and we are 10 minutes early. Just landed in Bengaluru and walking towards immigration. And there she is, the Boeing 787-9 that took us from Singapore to Bengaluru. Overall a pleasant flight again. And the service was impeccable with delicious cuisine. This is the Bengaluru duty free. So I hope you liked the video. See you in the next one. Collecting the baggage and heading home now. Thanks for watching and take care.